Okay, I got some questions for you guys, boaters. Um, as you can see, this boat, the pad has collapsed and it's caved in. It's a big dip, and it's not as bad on the other side, but it's the same thing. I've lifted it off the V-nose piece, but I've got a situation. These screws, they welded them onto this frame, right? However, there's only like this much clearance at the bottom of the tube, so you can't actually lower this. What they did is they set this down into this cradle with the crane. They should have made these tubes longer, is what they should have done, and had less thread exposed, right? So what I'm trying to do is lower these screws, and then for transport, not this board, but I'm gonna bridge the gap with a long board. Let me see if you can see that. So I'm gonna take a long board on each side, put it underneath the pad, and then screw through the pad into this with some screws, just to hold it in place, so that the board bridges that soft spot from here, you know, like a foot and a half on each side. Obviously the boat's radiused, whatever, because I'm afraid that when we're going down the road with the trailer and it hits a bump, that the boat is going to fall through. You know, this is going to go through the boat and the boat's going to fall off. That's my fear, right? Once I get it to the house and on some stands, I'll put a bunch of stands underneath of it, and I'll move the stands over, and you know, I'll feel safe when it's on the ground at home. I don't want to have to pay a crane to move it twice. So what I'm trying to do here is use these jacks right here in the middle and a hammer and lift the boat up. As you can see that I've lifted it up a couple inches. I want to lift it up to the point where I can slip some boards underneath. Now, is this going to crush the keel? Is this going to, I mean, what am I doing to this boat by doing that? Is my only alternative to bring a crane in here? How do I jack this boat up enough to get pads underneath of those two jacks that won't lower? What a nightmare. Anyways, this boat was given to me for free, so I've got a lot of work to do. And I mean, the trailer alone is worth a lot of money. I know that much. Next question is, this right here, is that a drain plug? And if so, how do you open it? You'd think it'd have a spanner wrench on each side to be able to open that if it was a plug that's screwed in. I don't know. Is that a plug? It's a 30-foot Lancer. It's got a Perkins, and it's got an extra Perkins inside. Obviously it's in neutral because this spins. It's just sitting in their driveway rotting away. Also, are these surge brakes or electric brakes? I don't know anything about this. Can you tell what kind of brakes they are? Let's see if I can. Basically, it's just one wire going in and it's grounded. Which, I mean, that's electric brake. Is that magnetic? How can you determine if it's a hydraulic or electric brake? Next question. I got so many questions. This has some kind of deal in here. It's a breakaway. Oh, it's a tow charger. Is there supposed to be an extra battery in here? Is there supposed to be a battery in this box? And what is this thing here? A model 2100. Does a pin go in there and it pull out? See, I don't know. What's this thing? This can. It's got all kinds of different wiring. It has this, which is a 7-pin. It's got this thing here, which I think is some kind of a pin's supposed to go in there, and I think a battery's supposed to go in here. I don't know what this is. There's also some leads back here. There's like a disconnect for trailer lights. So, got a lot to figure out.